Alright guys, Papa Pepper here today. Just wanted to do a shorter video if I could. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to because sometimes I ramble on. But the basic idea is this, that we are in the midst of what we call the information age. We are in the midst of a time when all of us pretty much carry around in our pockets all the almost information in the world, is right there at our fingertips, and we don't even have to think or type to really find it. We just kind of talk out loud after pushing a button, and it's there. And I think that there were times when knowledge was a lot difficult to come by. There was times where if you did not know how to read or have someone to read the information to you in person, you didn't have the information. Now it doesn't matter. You don't need a real physical person there. You don't need a real physical book there. You don't need really even knowledge or intelligence or things like that. You simply need to talk at your phone, and you can learn all these things. There was also a time when a lot of jobs, like certain trades, you actually had to get hands-on training. You actually had to be an apprentice. Now, whether somebody just took you under their wing, or whether you had to actually pay to be an apprentice, or whether other situations were worked out, you had to be on the job doing it. Now, and again, the television took care of some of this, and then computers, and now, you can watch it on your little phone in your hand. You can get, all the images, the colors, the, whatever else, the audio. You can see it. You don't need to be anywhere. And there was a time when a lot of people would also go to college to get a lot of information that really wasn't available commonly in a lot of different areas. You actually had to physically go to that building where these thoughts were being discussed, where these books were being had, where these things were being taught. And again, it's all now in your hand or in your pocket. And at the same time, where all of this information, all of this education, all of this learning is readily available to us, people sit on a couch getting drunk and high watching fart joke cartoons for adults on television. At the same time, people have no vision for the future. They're trying to party it up tonight because when they wake up they've got to go back to work and be there all day. And then when they get done with work, it's just let's party it up as much as we can because tomorrow we got to go back to work. And they're not even really thinking more than even a couple days or even a whole day ahead of time sometimes. So there's no real exit strategy from where people wind up. Far too often what I see is that people are hand to mouth. No matter how much they earn, they can't make it past that. They are constantly under this burden of, they must do these things because they don't really plan for the future. I mean, even just, investments and stuff. It's becoming easier these days, and especially with the crypto movement and other things, that there is an actual chance and more of an opportunity for people to do those type of things again, and they can do it right on their phone. It's right there. But I guess what I'm saying is that I'm sick of people who can't deal with reality, can't deal with facts, don't really think, and the point is that there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for it because pretty much all the information in the world is right there at your hands. If you want to learn 17 languages, you can do that with the internet, now. It may take a little bit of time and effort, but nobody cares. The stuff that we're doing is mostly pertaining just to our life and current lifestyle at the moment. So, now we know how to milk a goat, and, Mama Pepper can take that goat and turn it into pudding, take the goat milk and turn it into pudding or yogurt or what else is she doing? Other things, she's going to be working on soap soon enough, and just simple things like that. But these are things that she didn't know months ago. But she's picking up new skill sets. I am learning incredibly all sorts of different stuff I never knew before. A lot of it is practical hands-on knowledge, just actually getting out there and doing it. A lot of it is stuff that I need to at least research a little bit and think about and get a general idea about how to do it. So I'm kind of combining the, if you want to say online education that's freely available to all with practical hands-on application. And it's on-the-job training, so to say. It's working out really well. But we've got this one life, this one chance. If what you do is very, very short-sighted and very uneducated, and uneducated by choice because you just simply don't want to think or don't want to learn, and especially once you have kids, what exactly example are you going to pass on to them? Like, oh, I can't wait till I'm dad's age so I can eat all the chips I want and drink all the beer I want and stay up even later watching television. Like, now I can't drink beer and I only get to eat a little bit of chips and I only get to watch certain shows earlier in the day. But when I get bigger, I can watch all the shows and I can drink beer and I can, eat all the chips I want or ice cream late at night. I mean, maybe that seems a little far-fetched to you, but I think we've seen things happen generationally. I think we've seen even just the following generation wind up worse. If you look back a couple generations, there were people who knew how to do things. There were people with drive, with motivation, with goals that they thought they had for themselves, and therefore they found a purpose in it, and they went for it. And they had things that they would try to cross off of their list of things they felt like they needed to do. And besides just, let's watch my show and I'll go to bed and then tomorrow. And even if you think about it, okay, because I'm talking about an education, I'm talking about thinking, I'm talking about using your mind. Often I talk about I don't Google everything right away because if you don't use it, you lose it. And, we used to be able to remember, 50 phone numbers. Now we don't need to remember anything. But the point is that in this world where we can think and we can educate ourselves, we can become more intelligent, we can pick up all these skills that we never had before because of things we're able to expose ourselves to for free pretty much on our phones, on our computers, amusement is still a very big thing. But to muse means to think. You put the A in front of it, it means not. So if you're living for amusement, just saying, based on definition, you're living not to think. It's the information age. Don't be an idiot. Pop out.
As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.